Riley, thanks for your question. If we want to find cosine theta, given that we know that sine theta is negative 1/5 and that tangent theta is less than 0, the first thing we're going to do is find the quadrant that we're in. And the second thing we're going to do is use a trig identity to help us solve for cosine theta. So let's do part 1. It looks like sine theta is negative. As you can see, I wrote my quadrants here and spelled the word cast, C-A-S-T. So sine is positive where everything is positive because it stands for all. So we're definitely not in that quadrant. And sine is positive in the second quadrant, so we're definitely not in this quadrant. Tangent is positive in this quadrant, and we were also given the specification that tangent is less than 0, so it's not over there. So the only thing we're left with is the fourth quadrant. So it looks like whatever our value of cosine is, it's going to be positive. So let's just go ahead and note that so we don't forget. All right. Let's go ahead and get down to the computations. We're going to use the fact that cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta is equal to 1. And we're given sine theta, so we'll go ahead and plug that in. Cosine squared theta plus sine theta is negative 1/5, and that squared is equal to 1. Let's go ahead and simplify this term. Cosine squared theta plus 1 over 25 is equal to 1. And we're going to subtract 1/25 from both sides. So we get cosine squared theta is equal to 1 minus 1/25. We've got to multiply this 1 on the top and the bottom by 25 so that we can get a least common denominator. So 25 over 25 minus 1 over 25 is equal to cosine squared theta, which of course you know is just equal to 24 over 25. So cosine squared theta is equal to 24 over 25. We can take the square root of both sides. So that we end up with cosine theta is equal to the square root of 24 over 25. The square root of 24, if you simplify that, you end up with 2 times the square root of 6. And of course the square root of 25 is just 5 on the bottom. Now notice this could have been plus or minus over here, but we already knew that cosine theta was greater than 0, so we just chose the plus automatically. So this is your final answer for the problem. Thanks again for your question, Riley, and I look forward to answering more of your questions using SnapMath in the future.